My name is Gisele Dietrich, and we have been coming here for about, I think it's been 8 years altogether. And my story about tithing goes back to probably about 4 or 5 years ago. At the time, Steve and I, my husband and I, were having problems in our relationship. So I moved out of the house. Our bills just started piling up. Our credit card started to grow and grow more. We never really had any debt other than the house mortgage. So we've always been very on top of all of our finances, making sure that everything got paid on time. But of course, with those extra expenses, we couldn't pay all of our credit cards. But our relationship started getting better, and I decided to move back home. And then we tried to figure out, okay, how are we going to pay what we owe? Steve kept tithing the entire time, but I was not tithing. But then when I started coming back to church, and one of the messages was about tithing, and I just felt convicted. I just felt the lead to just start tithing, and I told Steve, I said, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And that was on a Sunday. And then on Monday, I went to work, and my manager called me, and he said, hey, we need to have a meeting. And I said, okay. And then he said, well, it's that time of the year. I completely forgot what time of the year it was, but he was like, it's time for your review. So actually this year you're getting a bonus. And I was like, are you serious? So that pretty much was paying all of our expenses for moving or whatever else we needed. But of course, that was still, we still had a credit card debt. And at the time, then Steve's grandmother passed away. And Steve got a phone call from his cousin letting him know that grandma had left money to him. And it was actually double the amount of what we owed on our credit cards. So I dropped to my knees, and I was just weeping because this was unexpected money that just came. And even though it was a hard time and what we went through and everything, it's just God was always with us. And when I thought there was no way that we could pay this back, or it involved a lot of paperwork, a lot of things, a lot of changes. He just had another way that came out of nowhere. So ever since that day, we've been tithing every single week.